aid has been a contentious issue for developing countries like Nigeria. People claim that it has been the reason for economic growth and development, but I disagree. Foreign trade has only caused more harm than good. As Joseph Stiglitz said, aid can be a double-edged sword, sometimes bringing more harm than good. Let's use the words of Marcus Tullius, who said, "Respect is the foundation of all virtues." So I say, good day moderators, judges, elegant timekeepers, worthy opponents, and my ever-listening audience. I, Aziz Miriam, blooming with confidence, come from that esteemed school, Abule-Eko Community Senior Grammar School, standing gallantly to support the motion. Foreign aid has done more harm than good to developing countries like Nigeria. To begin with, foreign trade has been tainted as a key driver to economic growth and development. Foreign trade only supports developed countries. One of the major problems is economic inequality and exploitation. This can lead to job displacement for industries that are not competitive and economic instability for local workers. Furthermore, it also causes cultural homogenization, where traditional industries and cultural practices decline, whereby introducing mass import products. This can lead to environmental degradation, whereby it causes exploitation of resources. Moreover, the long distance of journey traveled contributes to climate change and greenhouse gas emission. Let's take for instance, when it contributes to our climate change and our aquatic organisms are dead. This makes our environment unsafe for us to live. Besides, in terms of sovereignty, in terms of national sovereignty, this don't make us stand for our ability. And this cannot make our country. Overdependence on foreign trade can't make us make a solid decision for ourselves. Finally, it causes a disproportionate impact on small businesses, whereby they don't have the resources to compete with multinational industries, leading to tax evasion and loss of revenue for governments. Ultimately, foreign aid might be a reinforcing value, but the negative effects far outweigh the cost, environmental degradation, and so on. I know with this convincing point of mine, I've been able to change your negativity into positivity, that foreign aid has done more harm than good to developing countries like Nigeria. Thank you.
From the view of Dambi Samoyo, she said, the idea that aid can alleviate systemic poverty is an illusion. It has, in fact, institutionalized poverty. This analysis shows that foreign aid has a negative impact on Nigeria's economy, and its drawback outweigh its benefits. I am Saladin Abdekali Dafalayan, right away from that prestigious learning institution, Abule-Eko Community Senior Grammar School, gallantly standing behind my speaker to declare my support for the motion which says foreign aid has done more harm than good to developing countries like Nigeria. To begin with, foreign aid allows dependency and lack of self-sufficiency. It creates an high dependency on external support in Nigeria. We only rely on them and forgetting that we are the source of their livelihood. An example is the reliance of oil exports and lack of diversification. Furthermore, foreign aid fuels corruption and mismanagement of our resources as a nation. Public officers, such as the government, seize the opportunity of foreign aid to divert public properties into their own selfless account for their selfless use, which has been degrading our economy in Nigeria. Finally, foreign aid allows the distortion of local markets. It has to be noticed that the grain in our national flag represents fertile land. We have this fertile land that can be used to plant different crops that can build our economy in Nigeria. But what do we do instead? We import crops from other countries and waste money on tariff payments. Distinguished judges and others, if we are to discuss on the negative impact on foreign aid, we will spend days and nights here. But the message is, foreign aid has done more harm than good to developing countries like Nigeria. With this cogent and convincing point of mine, I know I have been able to clear beyond reasonable doubt that foreign aid has done more harm than good to developing countries like Nigeria. Thank you.